Hi everybody, New York Comic Con Day 2. I'm Mike Romeo from MultiversityComics.com, and I'm here with Team Luther Strode, Trad.
Hi, I'm Trad.
Hello, I'm Felipe.
And Justin.
I'm Justin.
How are you guys doing?
Very good.
So is this the first time that you're all in one place at the same time? Like physically sharing the same time and space?
It is.
It's the first time we're in the same continent even.
Yeah, it's true.
That's fucking crazy. So, Arc 2 just wrapped up. Pretty insane, leading into the third and final arc. So talk a little bit about, maybe folks at home are a little unawares. Talk a little bit about, give them the spiel.
That's all.
Trad?
Oh, okay, I'll give the spiel.
Yeah,
Can I hold this?
I give it so much.
I'm gonna look right at the camera. Luther Strode is about a. Am I giving the spiel about the legend or the whole series?
The man.
Okay. Luther Strode was a high school kid who was kind of nerdy and bullied, and he orders out for a Charles Atlas-esque workout method, and it works incredibly well, bestowing superpowers upon him. And it turns out that it was sent by an ancient murder cult trying to induct new members. So things go horribly awry. The second volume picks up after things have already gone horribly awry.
5 years later.
5 years later, and very
crazy fight scenes.
Yes, and the cult is after him, and that's the broad sweep.
Yeah,
Justin
Legend
can.
is very much a 6-issue action sequence. So yeah, it's kind of different than the first one. And then Legacy will kind of wrap everything up where Luther gets to have a mano-a-mano with Kane. So we're getting there.
Awesome. It's you know, like the giant action fight sequence, like it's almost manga-esque in its approach. Like, was that something, this guy? But like, was that like a conscious thing when you guys were putting this together, or?
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah, I mean, obviously, whenever I looked at Trad stuff originally, I could see those influences, and then when we were doing a big rolling fight scene for 6 issues, that was kind of, yeah, it was in my mind about that kind of approach to doing things. Yes.
Awesome. The last time I saw these guys, I talked about that big double-page scavenger hunt murder mall scene. So
Waldo's murder.
Yes, I want to get your angle on it. So like when that was Dropboxed to you, or you got it on the FTP or whatever, what sort of, what was that first reaction when you're like, fuck, I got to do that?
I cried for a little while, and then when I recovered, I started to plan. I mean, I knew it was going to be a lot of red everywhere. So I proposed to Trad, how about we keep everything else sort of green, you know, to make the red stand. And it was a lot of hard work, but I think I like the way it looks in the end.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
It worked.
Yeah.
The hard work paid.
Yeah, what people don't know is during the email thread when those 2 pages were there, they kept throwing GIFs back and forth of like their heads exploding or people just screaming no. Like all the emails were like, dear God.
A lot of animated tears falling. Yeah.
No, I think I told you this before, but the one that you sent me right when you got it was in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, the face melting Nazi.
Face melting.
So
just when I got the file, I melted off.
Well, I'm glad you're back together for the show.
So I recovered and finished the page, and here we are.
The great thing is I could write those 2 pages in like 1 paragraph of panel description, so I was like, go at it, boys.
It's like a punishment for us.
we knew that scene was coming for a while though, because Justin and I, we were on a trip. We had done a signing, and in Virginia, and we were at a mall getting food afterwards, and it was just kind of, we were looking across and like, oh, how creepy would that be if, you know, your adversary was staring across and everyone was dead.
It was just murder.
And, yeah, no, and it actually, like, I based that mall scene on the mall that we were at and stuff. So that one was before it was even written and stuff. We had that scene. We had the final scene in the
whole book was written to get to that point, basically. Yeah. Yep.
So being together for the first time, you know, I know you two sort of connected through DeviantArt. Is that also?
Some years back, I had colored a series for Zuda, DC Comics website. I did a comic called Earth Builders. I colored it. And Justin had tried to publish another work there, and he knew my work from that. And when he had Trad's pages, he was looking for a colorist. He remembered my work and got in touch, and here we are.
That's awesome. There's so many, like, the more people you talk, like, it's kind of crazy how many Zuda alumni are out in the world now.
Up a lot, actually. Yeah, I keep seeing people. I'm like, hey, I was in Zuda at the same time as that guy. Yeah. There's a lot of Zuda alumni have made it. So it speaks to the quality, I guess, that they were attracting.
Because even the titles that didn't make it, there were like new 8 titles every month for voting. So it's a lot of people there, and many of those are appearing right now in in actual comics.
Yeah, it's like DC Comics Breakfast Club.
Yes.
So, what's the plan for Luther Strode Volume 3? Is there a timeline? Is there?
We were just talking about that. So,
are you talking about a production or storyline? A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, A and B.
What do you want to talk about first?
Well, the story's worked out.
Yeah.
Scripts are somewhat in progress. We've got Trad's secret project, and then we'll work on Luther Strode. So it'll probably start about the same time Legend did last year. So it'll probably be November, December of next year. Part of that is we also want to get a nice head start on it so we don't run into late issues and stuff. So, yeah.
And that secret project is?
Yeah, it is a Marvel book that I will be doing. I think it'll be announced tomorrow.
It's Iron Fist, right?
I wish. No, that's not to say anything against what I am doing.
may or may not be Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Just say that.
It may or may not be Trad Moore's giant-sized man thing.
Issue 1.
That's all you need.
But yeah, with the Legend 2, I feel like, or with the Legend, we went for a different feel from the Strange Talent.
Okay.
And with the Legacy, I feel like we're doing the same thing. It's got a different vibe to it.
It's different, again, than the first two. Yeah, it's going to be international, and it's kind of a bigger scope, and it's not a 6-issue fight scene. There's a lot more stuff. Plus, Petra and Luther are back together in it, so they get to interact and that kind of stuff, and you get to see how the cult rolls, kind of, so all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about it. It's going to be big, so hopefully I don't fuck it up.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited too. Guys, thanks for taking the time to talk.
Yeah, thanks
from New York Comic Con. Thank you.